Just curious, anyone else in my shoes, you're in your 40s, I'm 43, you're single for the first time ever since you were like a teenager. I've been single for 7 months, which is the longest I've ever been single in my life. I've always jumped from relationship to relationship.
She belongs to the streets.
I was on her side for a moment there, until she said she jumped from one relationship to another. Thought she was referring to a long-term relationship that recently ended. Any of you fellas want next? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to help out the channel. All right, let's check out this tape.
Many black men won't say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it for them in the most honest way that I can. Most black men grew up with one script. Be strong, protect your family, and take care of everybody important to you, but you cannot break. But no one taught them how to take care of themselves too. So in marriage, receiving love and care feels very unfamiliar. And sometimes it may even feel unsafe. Not because they don't want the help, but because they never practiced letting that love land truly. Honestly speaking, underneath the quiet is a boy who never had room to be vulnerable. And underneath the silence is a man who wants partnership but was never taught how to participate in that emotionally. When he finally feels safe enough to do so, everything shifts. You will watch his shoulders drop, his voice soften, and him truly letting you in. As a licensed marriage and family therapist and a person who's also married to a beautiful black man, I want to help us as their wives try 2 separate things that will make them just be able to lean into us and give them that emotional safety too. Number 1, replace what's wrong with you with what can I do to lighten your load today. The tone matters. The invitation sets you up for invitation compared to interrogation. Number 2 is probably the most important thing you could ever do. When he does open up to you, even if it's in the smallest way, acknowledge it and thank him for letting you in, not weaponize that against him.
I appreciate this young lady. This message is for all men, honestly. Sadly, a lot of women out here claim they want a man who's in tune with his emotions, then emasculate him for it. Say things like, be a man. You know the rest. But I hope this message got to some of them.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life.
I often do videos talking about the fact that I'm 39, single and happy. The worst thing about being single is dun, dun, dun. Finances. I have to pay for everything myself. There is no one to share a single bill with.
At least she said share. Now I'm all up for sharing, but as you've seen on a lot of these tapes, not many women are. They just want to stop paying for everything full stop, and they'll call it entering their divine femininity.
My type is tall, chocolate, seductive.
I'm getting out of type.
That's it. Yeah, how tall are you?
Like 5'6".
I told you I like taller men.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you know, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different, you can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from.
Her hairstyle, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right? So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So my comment to her has no sort of significance on you.
I'm a black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street. Follow along. Thank you.
At the end of the day, are you here to find a man or are you here to be
I'm not here to find you. I'm here to find someone that's going to accept me, floss and all. And if you can't accept this young lady up here.
Sounds like you're here to find the sister code.
No.
So we can move forward.
Women,
we can move forward.
We are here. And
we can move forward.
Ah, yes, girl code at work. React emotionally and keep the double standard in place. Just like the caption says, hairstyles can change, height can't. No woman popped off with emotion to defend the guy. Rewind this again and peep the other woman in the background. And I despise how some black women always bring it to race. Becky is key word for the white blonde girl for those of you who didn't know. Woman having preferences is seen as having standards. Men having them is seen as discrimination. Glad this brother didn't lose his frame of mind, but I'm sure he left a bit more disappointed in his own race of woman. Heck, Becky might be looking like the better option now when it originally wasn't, especially after all of this.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I going to have, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, oh my God.
It's simple. He wasn't interested. If you gave eye contact and smiled, and that's all you want to do, then that's it. But we're just going off your story here. So, how about this? I know it's a wild concept, but how about you actually open your mouth and say hi, or even wave him over, or even stand up and walk towards him? I'm just saying, if you're the one out there looking for relationships, it literally could be that easy. Overall, let me just say it. You ladies over the past few decades ruined the game. You gotta make adjustments for it. Even when it comes to economics in the household, a lot of these women don't want to be independent anymore. They're like fighting for the old ways. This is similar to that. Do you want it to be the traditional way? Sorry, things changed. Maybe, yeah, maybe you would have to do a little bit more than just smile. That's quite honestly, and like how you ladies like to say it, so bare minimum effort.
Okay, I turned 40 this year, and I've never been in love. I've never been in a relationship, and I've had no one ever ask me out on a date.
Would you rather cheat on your girl or snitch on the homies?
Cheat on my girl.
Straight up. Why you cheating, bro?
I ain't gonna never snitch on the homies.
But you gotta cheat on her birthday, though.
I don't give a what day it is. I'm not gonna never tell on the homies.
This is one of the reasons I married you. This guy was hitting on me and he was pestering me and you just watched it. And I was like, why is he not coming in and protecting me or defending me or stopping the situation from happening? And we're debriefing about it. I was like, why didn't you do something? And he was like, I believed you were fully powerful to handle that situation. You're capable and you could definitely just tell him no and to stop bothering you. Now, if the guy was dangerous.
If I perceived that there was something that you couldn't handle, he would have gotten and punched the nose.
Yeah. You were looking at the situation looks safe, actually. I was just terrified of rejecting people. And I remember this feeling afterwards of no one's ever told me that I was capable. They've just rescued me. You were like, no, there's more in you than you know. And I want you to be able to start to see it.
Now, part of me doubts that was his true reason. That's probably just something he said to her to kind of hype her up. But quite honestly, a lot of men aren't looking to get into a situation, especially with another man, over a woman they don't even know. Now, a lot of guys out there may interject if they see another man being disrespectful to a woman, especially because women can't defend themselves against a man because just the strength dynamic there. Sorry, ladies, it is true. Most men are stronger than you. That's just how it works. They usually won't like that because it's just not an honorable thing to do. But yeah, quite honestly, guys, sometimes doing less is more.
Isn't it so crazy that feminism does the exact opposite of empowering women? It is not giving you freedom. It is actually silencing you. It has convinced women that sexualization is freedom, that selling their bodies online is freedom, that having multiple partners is freedom. But what this actually does is exploit you and enslave you. It's funny how feminism actually just gave the worst type of men exactly what they wanted.
I had to pause this right there. That's facts. On one hand, women yell that men over-sexualize them, use them for their bodies. Then when men create a platform for you to show your body off from your room to the entire internet, turning almost every single streaming and social media platform into a way of showing off your body, and almost normalizing these, I'm just going to call them, business trips to Dubai. You know the trips I'm talking about. A man used to tell me a long time ago that you'll literally get what you want from women if you just don't give them your attention. They're going to end up giving you everything you want anyway.
I mean, having as much emotionless sex as possible, OnlyFans, running around half naked, killing their babies, men and women's sports. How does that equal female empowerment. Not to mention you're warding off all of the good men. I mean, you guys say over and over how much you hate men when you are literally doing the things that please the worst type of men. If you were focused more on traditional femininity, on having one partner, on getting married, on having kids, on building a family unit, I promise you would attract really good men into your life, and therefore you wouldn't hate all men. And every time I say things like this, I get told that I'm tearing down other women. No. The reason that I post what I post is because I actually care about other women and their well-being. You can take it or leave it. But if I were to just let you exploit yourself and enslave yourself to what I would consider a cult, I mean, take Bonnie Blue, for example, that would be me not caring about you.
I don't have much else to add to that, but if you do, go ahead and share in the comments, and be sure to like and sub to the channel. I got another tape for you all. Check it out here.